Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, I've got a very special deep dive conspiracy reading for you today on Blackrock. Now, who is Blackrock? You may have heard of them. Something might be ringing a bell about them, or you're very well in tune with what they are doing. I'm just going to read you a quick from Wikipedia, which is sometimes suspect. I'm not saying this is the be all and end all, but they do have some very interesting information on Blackrock. BlackRock Incorporated is an American multinational investment company. Founded in 1988, initially as an enterprise risk management and fixed income institutional asset manager, BlackRock is the world's largest asset manager with 10 these are US dollars, 10 trillion, billion with a T, in assets under management as of December 31st, 2023. They're headquartered in Manhattan, New York City, and has 78 offices in 38 countries and clients in 100 countries. It's the manager of the iShares Group of exchange-traded funds, along with the Vanguard Group and State Street, and is considered to be one of the big three index fund managers. All right. So it's an investment company. It's a holding company. But the problem with BlackRock is it has too much influence and power. Due to its power and sheer size and scope of its financial assets and activities, BlackRock has been called the world's largest shadow bank. The Economist and Basler Zeitung, that must be a German magazine, in 2020, U.S. Representative Katie Porter and Jesus Chu Garcia proposed a U.S. House bill aiming to restrain BlackRock and other shadow banks. On March 4th, 2021, U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren suggested that BlackRock should be designated too big to fail and regulated accordingly. So the things that it owns is the list that it owns. We would be here all day. It has $10 trillion in assets. There's a note here. BlackRock has been the subject of conspiracy theories, including the conspiracy theory that BlackRock owns both Fox News and Dominion voting systems, which Snopes, which we know is compromised, described as false. But PolitiFact described it as mostly false. Some BlackRock conspiracy theories have incorporated anti-Semitism, such as the conspiracy theory that Jewish people, including BlackRock founder Robert Capato, are part of a cabal responsible for COVID and the COVID agenda and the war agenda and the buying all the property agenda, etc., etc. So I'm using the Trish James investigation deck and then the prediction deck, and we're going to get to a deep dive into this BlackRock. I just watched an amazing little video, and I posted it on Twitter about how much BlackRock has their fingers in the war that's going on in Ukraine and Russia. And it's actually shocking, really shocking, about how they have their fingers in the pot when it comes to buying the weapons, has the fingers in the pot when it comes to buying the land, the repairing of Ukraine. It's absolutely shocking, and it's factual. That you can fact check everything that he said in that video. And so I thought I need to do a deep dive on this BlackRock. I've heard of them for ages. I did not know they were the largest asset manager. So 10 trillion, you guys, a lot of us can barely imagine $1 million, never mind $1 billion. And then imagine $1,000 billion, but 10 of them, 1,000 billion dollars. Let's put this in perspective. Apple is worth $1 trillion. So there's just one big company. And that's that's an example. They don't own Apple at all. But some of those companies they can buy 10,000 $1 billion companies. That can control a lot of things. So let's ask the investigation deck. what can you tell us about Blackrock? 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 All right, cards are ready. Be interesting to see what comes out. Marks left behind. Marks left behind. Interesting. Suspicious activity. Wow. Why are we here, cards? Thank you. Rumors behind your back. So there's lots of rumors about this company. But I wonder if this marks left behind, this is kind of desolate. I wonder where they go, they destroy things, right? There's a lot of information that BlackRock goes in and buys some of these really poor, not poor, these little towns and cities that have been hit by, plant closures or whatever, and they buy up the real estate and then rent it back to the people at double the rents. There's some of that. So marks left behind. I'm wondering if they're destructive where they are. So for example, they buy beautiful farmland and then throw, horrible chemicals on it, that kind of thing, to grow food faster and bigger and better. Suspicious rumors behind your back. That I think is addressing all the different conspiracy rumors. Money involved. Well, of course there's money involved. Home search or house. Yeah, you know what? Isn't that interesting that I just brought up that bit about them buying homes and wanting to be they're the biggest landlord in the United States. Did you know that? And wherever they go, they up the rents significantly. They are not nice landlords at all. They then give a false impression of the price of other places, so then people are even priced out of buying a home. They're not nice people. They're not. They are definitely. And am I showing some bias? Yeah, I am, because you can't do that to people. Like that's ignorant to buy a home and then rent it back to them twice the price, and then you up the housing prices, falsely up them, so people can't buy a home. They're trapped to renting from you. That is bad news. Hermit kept in the dark. Look at that. Suspicious activity kept in the dark. And that article said, even The Economist says they're the world's biggest shadow bank. There they are. They can make or break a company. I did that one on the stock market, and is it being manipulated? And yeah, somebody like BlackRock could easily trip the stock market one day, buy everything low, and then up it the next day, like I think we just saw. Justice, law, legal, trial on top of the rumors. So that might be part of the calls to have them regulated. The rumors that maybe it's just rumors. Maybe that somebody's just, pounding on their chest, but they know nothing will ever be done. Put in a room or place on top of money involved. Aggressive attack. Yeah. They do aggressively attack. Once I saw that video, I'll try and put a link in the community. I'll see if I can. It was on X. Accomplice or had help. Well, yeah, they have government help. They have, right? They like in that video, it shows that, if you give Ukraine $36 billion, it doesn't go to Ukraine. It goes to the military industrial complex to buy things for Ukraine. So accomplice or had help. They have government help to get where they are. Put in a room or place. I'm wondering if this is I'm thinking because we have money involved, everything's behind closed doors. Nobody really knows what goes on or how much they own. Look at this aggressive attack, accomplice or had help. Yeah, they get the corrupt politicians on their side, and Something was seen. Well, I think that this just goes to show that people are watching and starting to say, whoa, 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 what's going on here? I'm wondering too if this something was seen. They've seen some things going on in the background, but they're afraid to come forward because of the power that this company has. Masked, not true face. Yeah, you know what? This is not just any kind of investment company. This is the front of it is we're an investment company. We hold all these assets. We run iShares, etc. There's something else going on behind the scenes. Look at this powerful person involved. Person, not people. Person, powerful person. Mass, not true face. So this is, I think BlackRock might be the top of the food chain here, or whoever this powerful person is, who BlackRock represents. People think it's George Soros. It's not. Organized meeting, Hierophant authority. Look, we have two. We have two people. Well, it's the same person. It's the same person with the beard. So we've got this person, one hostage or trade, running out of time. So we've got one person. BlackRock is the face of one person who is actually powerful person, Hierophant authority. Oh, they organize meeting, like nobody sees this person. Masked, not true face, hostage or trade. I think this BlackRock with this organized meeting mask, I think this BlackRock, because it's trade, and they're an asset group and they trade on the stock market and they control and all of that, this organized meeting. I think they are a front. There might be some truth to the cabal. I'm not saying the person is who is running it is the person who they say is the CEO or started it. I think he's a puppet just as much as everybody else is. He has to answer to this one person, and I don't think it's the person sitting in the CEO. This guy is definitely behind the scenes. He might be becoming quite old, running out of time. I don't think it's George Soros. He's too public. He's way too public. I think this is somebody who is quite well hidden, and he might be becoming very elderly. This person here is very, he might be running out of time. Maybe they don't know who's going to be the next in line. High priestess, hidden knowledge. Are they using some kind of trickery? Sleight of hand. Hidden knowledge. Well-funded operation. Look at that, and the clock agrees with me. Behind closed doors and put exactly, and guilty. Body is hidden. So I'm not saying that this person is not of this earth, but he is well hidden. The person who actually owns BlackRock, and I know they're on the shares and have to be, they've got like a listing of percentage of whatever. There's somebody else here that is, look at this, guilty. They are guilty of the things that they are being accused of. I don't think it's the CEO. That's the thing here. Body is hidden. These people hide behind a front. So it's not George Soros. He's too public. It's not George Soros' son. He's too public. It's not any leader of the free world. They're too public. It's not the leader of the W and the E and the F. That's too public. These people are well hidden. This person, the cards are very clear. It's one person who is at the helm that's calling every shot, all the shots. But he's running out of time. He's running out of time. I'm thinking because he's aging out. And is that why there's been such a push in the past 10 years to get this global agenda on the table? Right? And there's been such a push for communism and Marxism, and such a push for the protests, the different peoples being pushed into areas, the immigration, etc., etc. Is that why in these last 10 years, the world has just gone upside down? Because they're running out of time. So they're pushing the agenda a little too hard. But they're guilty. This well-funded operation, everything is behind closed doors. When I'm looking at this high priestess, I'm thinking of things like brainwashing by media, brainwashing by education, that kind of thing. That a lot of people have said, like, if you have children in school, it's like, we didn't learn this stuff in school. Look at the transgender movement that's going on, and it's all coming from the top. The body is hidden, so the actual person who owns this is very well hidden. I think it's one person who is running it. I'm not saying they own it. I'm saying they're running it, and they get some kind of benefit from that. I think that with this Marks Left Behind, well, they are destructive everywhere they go. They aren't like a great asset. It's not like they bring wealth to a community when they enter it. They actually bring a lot of destruction with them. Like they buy out the farmers and the farmland. And, another one who is part of all of this is Bill Gates, but it's not him. He's a front. All of them are. You don't get to become a billionaire without selling your soul to these things, because this Blackrock has so much power. If you start to step up there and you misstep, they can take you out, not by not unaliving you, but because they have so much power in the stock market and with banking and whatnot, they can bankrupt you. So unless you play with them, that's part of the problem. They're just a big banking kind of mafia, but they're guilty. They're absolutely, but they're running out of time. So a lot of the conspiracy theories about them is absolutely true. There's a head of a snake here. And they have special meetings. So is that the Davos meetings? Is that, I'm thinking that it's not, like, again, that's too public. They would never come out in public. Is it I don't think it's the Rothschilds or do they have their hand in it? 100%, because they have to otherwise they're going to be out of the game. And like, this is, how did Oprah become a billionaire? Well, she plays, that kind of thing. I'm not saying that she wasn't successful in what she did, but there's a certain point that, you don't become a double billionaire without their approval. Let's put it that way. With them, come on, 10 trillion they control. If they don't like you and you don't play, they can take you out. They bankrupt you. I think they were behind the John McAfee, for example. But we definitely have this powerful person who is the leader, the guru, Let's see what's the prediction for Blackrock. So the cards were pretty clear on that. I don't think I need any more clarifiers. The cards were pretty clear on that. Like I said, if you don't understand what Blackrock is, I'm gonna go have a look at that. It's a 3-minute video. It's a short 3-minute video, and it really says a lot. So let's see, what's the prediction? What's the future for Blackrock? What's the future for Blackrock? Is this something that we just have to live with? This one big company that rules the world? Is that the globalists? Is that the whole idea behind the UN and the W and E and the F? What's the future for Blackrock? What's the future for BlackRock? Like, you know, like the government's trying to regulate them, but they haven't had any luck. Elizabeth Warren said that in 2021, that they're too big to fail, that they need regulations. Cards are ready. What's the prediction for BlackRock? Coerce, manipulate. They're just going to continue. Mosquito, airborne. You know, there's those mosquitoes that Bill Gates released onto the world. There's lots of conspiracies that BlackRock was behind COVID. They made a lot of money during COVID. Betrayed, backstabbed. Ooh. Trains or transport. Here we have mosquito, airborne, trains or transport. Wonder if something is in the airline industry. Volcano mountains. I was betrayed, backstab. This is interesting because there's the heart, and the betrayed, backstab on tarot is 3 swords through the heart, and he's holding a sword. Coerce, manipulate. I think something is coming through the air. I think there's going to be another pandemic. Is it monkeypox? I don't know. But I did another reading for my other channel, and it was coming through the air. They're going to change the chemtrails to whatever this thing is. And look, that's a doctor. That's a white jacket here. But this betrayed, backstabbed, is someone going to squeal on them? Oh, you know what? There was some kind of whistleblower that said he worked for Bill Gates, and they were working on how to release viruses through the chemtrails or something like that. Evidence of a scandal. Okay, I think somebody is going to bring out, it's going to be some evidence. Look at all those skulls. And over top of mosquito, airborne, coerce, manipulate. Someone is going to bring out some proof. Because we got the betrayal, this volcano mountains, I'll get to that. Spreading, mutating. Oh my Lord. Public life burnout. Look at, we got 2 cameras here on trains or transport. I think somebody is going to bring some evidence, or somebody, this betrayal might be a public person. Right? Look at this, almost looks like the same girl, trains or transport. So it might be evidence spreading, mutating. I'm wondering if like a public person comes out and backstabs them. Mainstream news. Big city. Now, I did that monkeypox thing, and they are going to be, it is going to hit the big cities, and that's maybe where it's mutating. And this mainstream news, well, you know, you can't really count on mainstream news, especially in a big city. Or somebody from the mainstream news going to say, you know what? This is what we're told to say, and this is what we're planned outcome. Like, this is almost the same person here. Military plane. Okay. So I was waiting for this to see what this volcano and mountains, and this is telling me that this is something that's going to come out of the air. When you think of a volcano, it spits things into the air. I think with this military plane and transport, I think this is going to be, the military may not, well, they own some of the money that they have invested in some of the military industrial complex. Wouldn't be much for them to use one of those companies. Prepare, stock up. Well, I've been hearing that and hearing that and hearing that. Urgent, act now. Taken by force, all for money. Look at these housing issues. These cards, all for money, taken by force. You know what? And he's got a needle in his hand. Are we going to be forced? Urgent, act now. And the other reading had running out of time. Prepare, stock up, all for money. I think there's going to be some kind of like big explosion kind of thing that sets things off. I'm not saying anything's coming out of the volcano, or maybe it's something that affects your heart. And they just say, oh, it's a volcano. But it's actually some kind of explosive device that makes it look like a volcano and out spews something that's going to hurt your heart. I think there's going to be a big media figure who comes out and turns the tables on them and say, this is what we're told to say, and this is what we're told to say, and is going to kind of break that open. But I think their next move is actually housing issues, bankrupt people. I just told you that's what they're doing. Rescue revived. Look at that, holding a heart. I think there's going to be something. I think that whatever is coming is going to hurt our hearts, and that's what's going to. But look at that, almost looks like monkeypox on that heart. I think there's going to be forced vaccinations. That housing issues could be also, you have to stay at home. Look at this, worldwide, Earth. Oh my Lord, compromised, harmful. Security cameras. This is our third surveillance record. Look at all the cameras. Oh, I think they are planning. I think they're planning to mutate some kind of virus that goes directly to your heart. Look at the skulls around the security cameras, surveillance record, housing issues. Like, this is record-breaking homeless people. People can't afford a home. They can't afford rent. Rescue revived. Compromised, harmful. I wonder, okay, worldwide, rescue, revive, compromised, harmful. I wonder if there's going to be some other kind of magic juice that everybody has to take. And you're going to be monitored. I think these surveillance record, they want to bring in ID. And I did that reading on that. Digital ID. There it is. There it is. Digital ID. I think worldwide, there's going to be another big worldwide. It's going to be like the Who Flung Flu. But I think it's going to be worse. I think that was just a taste of what's to come. But so stock up if you can. I think it's going to be coming from the air. This actually, look at all for money. This actually clarifies the other reading I did. And I think in that reading, that was for members only on my other channel, it said to stock up as well. So don't go nuts. You don't need 3,500 rolls of toilet paper, but it wouldn't hurt to have a couple of canned foods around, right? And just think, if there's something going on, and think, okay, can I eat this if there's no electricity? That's what I'm saying, like canned foods, like canned tuna, that kind of thing. Canned vegetables that you don't need to boil water. Like a lot of people have pasta and rice. Well, how are you going to heat that up unless you start a fire and boil the water and whatnot? So our family is I'm doing that and just have lots of water, lots of vodka. No, lots of water, clean drinking water. Um, Actually, somebody was saying have vodka because it's a good, you can disinfect things with it as well. Lots of canned food. I know cold tuna is not very good, but at least it's some kind of protein. Canned salmon, canned tuna, vegetables, canned vegetables. Just think, I don't have a fridge and I don't have anything to heat this up. How am I gonna eat this? So, and you don't have to go right now and buy $1,000 worth of stuff. The next couple of weeks when you go grocery shopping, throw in 6 cans of tuna, throw in, a dozen cans of baked beans, for example, or something like that. And, start collecting those big water bottles. Because I think something is coming. I'm just trying to see what can I use for timing. I don't know. Remember we asked what's the future coming. So this is the future coming. Unfortunately, I don't have anything very close at hand to predict any kind of timing. Um, let's just know that this isn't coming in our future and prepare. And it also says urgent, act now. And the other reading said time is running out. So I think this is coming up really close. 10. I don't think I hope it's not October. 10 and 2, maybe between October and February. All right. Well, what do you think? Do you think I don't want to scare anybody. Forearmed is forewarned is forearmed. Like this is what's coming. And you know what? All that kind of stuff that you're having saved up, if nothing happens, you can eat it anyways, right? So nothing gained, nothing lost. All right. Well, I wonder if this is going to be demonetized. Thank you very much for watching. Please take good care of yourself. Take good care of each other. See you online. Bye for now.